Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Duskmouse. Today I want to talk about a pedal that it kind of needs some help. It needs to see somebody. It needs to hash some things out. It's called the Bad Comrade, and it's pretty gnarly. It kicks and bites and spits and curses, and it's got a big red freeze button that just takes it off even more. Super cool, kind of wild, pretty fun. Let's check it out. This is Signal Colors. The Bad Comrade has 3 knobs, a momentary freeze switch that looks like it came from a fighter jet, and 2 bypass switches that are hard switching. The time controls the delay portion of the effect. Glitch controls the gate or threshold of the glitch as it comes into play. It's a little crazy, but it's cool. Volume is the overall volume of the output. Stutter supposedly cuts off tails on the effect, but in my experience I haven't noticed it really do that much, but we'll see as we kind of experiment some more. Bypass, of course, bypasses, and freeze when it's engaged. It's just as you hold it down. It stutters what's in the input buffer, so actually it's a pretty cool kind of glitchy loop sort of thing, and yeah, you'll see. Let's check it out. So I am here with the Digitone and the Bad Comrade to see what they sound like together. It's a pretty interesting combination because this thing, as I mentioned, gets pretty wild. So first off, I'm starting with just the generic Digitone default sound, which I always think is a good place to start. Just a simple sound. So we turn on the Comrade, and I'll get everything well, not everything at noon. These 2 at noon. Volume I have to watch because of the routing. That's how it goes. So here it is, the default sound, and then kicking on Comrade. So clearly it glitches quite a bit more. And it's funny to kind of hear it like die out. You can set the settings on this to make it sound sort of comical, like, I don't know, dying cats or something, I'm not sure, but you can definitely make it sound cool too. So you can see this sets the delay time, and it's a glitch delay with it struggling a little bit. And the reaction kind of depends on the way the pedal reacts depends on the input. So if you just do one, but if you just like, I don't know, they're kind of stacked up. I mean, I think that's maybe normal response, but and this kind of sounds almost like a fuzzed out sort of chorus in a way. So again, clean. And comraded. It's got a bit of that like distorted guitar almost sound kind of thing going on. Turning up the time all the way, and sometimes it loses any kind of delay. And we'll turn on the stutter switch, which I haven't quite figured out how that works, and I definitely notice it more impactful on some sounds. And the freeze is a real interesting one where you, yeah, it's like an 8-bit, I don't know, like destruction sound, like a little explosion. There you go, that's looped. So it really depends on when you catch the sound. So if I were to record a little, I don't know, like a little something here. You can really destruct. So yeah, I think it's all about kind of finding the sweet spots, kind of seeing how it reacts to whatever sound you're putting through it, and trying to find something useful that's not too crazy. But yeah, so we'll go to the second sound here. We'll do clean. And we'll go ahead and Comrade. Wow. So definitely a big difference there. We'll turn on the stutter mode. Which that sounds pretty cool. I think it's like a, yeah, like a fuzzed out distortion delay situation. And I can imagine putting a filter after this to kind of cut out some of the crispy stuff, and you probably get left with an interesting, maybe smoother sounding saturation kind of thing, perhaps. I have to admit, it's pretty fun hitting this red button. It's like every time I'm setting off a little 8-bit explosion with the little plunger of doom. Or it's like the fireballs in Mario, if you're familiar. It's the original Mario on the NES. Like Bowser's definitely around the corner. All right, enough of that one. We'll go to this sound. So dry. So I want to go into it with a little bit more of a gentler sound. So now activating the Comrade. Yeah. Try to do a little bit less input. Just to see if it reacts differently. Seems to. That's kind of fun. Really kind of lose the note definition a little bit. Okay, and we'll go with the last sound. Ironically, this is called NES, which now I kind of get. All right, with the Comrade. And I thought this would be a good demonstration of the delay a little bit more. And there we go. And that's the Digitone with the bad Comrade. Okay, now we've got the Comrade paired up with the Drumbrute Impact, and so we're going to see how that sounds. So just an idea of what it sounds like clean. Okay, we'll get the Comrade on. Oh yeah. So it sounds pretty cool. We'll get a pattern going here. Which, if you ask me, this is kind of where it shines. It's crazy drums. Let's turn up the volume a little bit. Obviously. Then trying to find sweet spots in the glitch and time. It's kind of got that phasing thing happening. Time all the way up. Glitch all the way down. And a reminder, here's clean again. And back with a Comrade. Way more interesting. Turn on stutter. which doesn't seem to do as much in stutter mode. Except seem to almost filter in a, not filter, but like removes all the clap and snare sounds. That's interesting. Back out of stutter mode. Whoa. How'd your kids, how'd your wife? A reminder, this is what it's like when it's clean. Yeah, this thing is pretty crazy on drums. And you do lose some of the low end definition, as kind of almost per usual on most pedals. It seems to be the case. But I would imagine this, if you were to track it once clean and then once with a pedal, or do some parallel processing type things, you could blend the two, and I think that would be really interesting. It'd actually be pretty cool if it had a mix knob, but anyway, I digress. I kind of like tweaking the time, get those little blips. So there's an FM sound. We'll bypass it, so that's what we hear. We'll do a longer decay, maybe even longer. Level up. Change the pitch. Oh. Let's do some individual sounds here. So clean, just an open hat. I shouldn't mess with that. That's what it's like clean. Very crunchy. It's got some fuzz there. This one, closed hat, so very short. It's kind of cool. Cymbal. Turn that up. Kind of crazy. Tom. Let's pitch. Okay. Okay. Clap. Real long decay on that. Yeah, that's good. You got this snare. The kick is the best, for sure. So, clean. Oh, I missed the volume. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. That was cool, though. So yeah, that's the Bad Comrade on some drums, which I think is a pretty cool way to use it. I think probably the way I would choose to use it more often than not, because I feel like it sort of destroys synths a bit too much. But anyways, neither here nor there. But yeah, that's the Drumbrute Impact with the Bad Comrade. Okay, and this is a little bonus round. This is the Bad Comrade with a kalimba that I actually added a piezo pickup to and an output jack. It's got 3 pickups, one kind of in the center here, one kind of below the logo, and then one just off center in the back. And this is what it sounds like clean. And we turn on the Comrade, and it gets real interesting. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Okay. You get the idea. It's pretty crazy. And yeah, it's the bad Comrade. So the Bad Comrade is the perfect thing if you're looking for some glitchy madness. It's really got an interesting distortion, fuzz characteristic about it, really gritty, really glitchy. The freeze button is a really nice touch, and if used right, it can have some cool results. It's a little bit unpredictable, and the freeze is sort of hard to catch. Short sounds like on a drum machine or something. It's not perfect for that, but on the back there is the jack that I think is Eurorack modular level, but I'm not exactly sure. I couldn't really find much information about that. For me, it breaks down the sound of most synth sounds a bit too much for my taste, but I do think it sounds cool, especially just wrecking some drums. I think it's pretty awesome for that. It'd be really cool if it had a blend. It would definitely benefit from parallel processing. Mixing the effect and clean tracks together would probably yield some pretty cool results. And it may or may not be just the thing you're looking for, but it's definitely a unique take and worth checking out.